Therefore, rivalry is almost part of human nature. Rivalry. And it is for this reason that we have reports every day quite commonly. A brother has killed a brother, a father has killed a son, the son has killed a brother, property rights, money. And the sibling rivalry between brother and sister from the childhood had some years ago it reached a stage where there was rivalry between a brother and sister about who should be the head of a rich ashram, spiritual ashram. The ashram dealt with enlightenment. And here was the situation. The head of the ashram died, and the rivalry, violent rivalry between brother and who should be head of the ashram, dealing with enlightenment. One being one with God. You know what I mean? Therefore, the conclusion I came to is the human being is not happy because his relationship with the other is based on rivalry where the other is known to me and potential enmity where the stranger is there. So I came to the conclusion, the only way I can be happy is if my relationship with the other is totally harmonious. I came to the conclusion, the only way I can be happy is if my relationship with the other, whoever the other is, from morning till night is harmonious. If you had come to that conclusion, John, what would you have done? Anyway, I did what I felt I should do. Mm-hmm. And what I felt is, no human being can be happy. The conclusion I came to is, if my happiness depends on a harmonious relationship with the other, whoever the other is, impossible. Therefore, from that moment I decided, pursuing happiness is stupid. No person can be happy. So I decided to give up the seeking for happiness. And I honestly said, no more waste of time and energy. And I honestly surrendered my intellect. I refused to think about it. Every time a thought came, I threw it out. I'm not concerned. It only means, ultimately I decided, happiness can only mean contentment. I have to be happy with whatever I have. But more than that, happiness as such is merely a myth, merely a concept, stupid concept. And when I genuinely and truly surrendered my concept, pursuit of happiness, it was my good fortune to have an answer from outside. From outside can only be from the source, from God. And the answer was, you are wrong. Human beings can be happy. Some human beings who have found the trick have been happy. And there is a trick. And he said, the answer that I got was, and it's really a tragedy, a tragic comedy, that everybody knows this answer. And yet everybody is unhappy. And the answer everybody knows, because that is I'm telling you what I had from the source. And that is the basis of every religion. The answer is the basis of every religion. How every human being can be happy. Every human being who is reasonably comfortable in life is the basis of every religion. That was the answer I got. So the answer, God, who gave me the answer, was not ready to spoon feed me. Now do you get it? Now are you happy? No. He said, you find out from yourself. I've given you the answer. The only way the human being can be happy, and that is someone like, is the basis of every religion. And I had already decided there cannot be one single basis of every religion, for the simple reason, if there were a basis of every religion, there wouldn't have been religious wars over thousands of years. But still the answer is there is a basis. So I had to find out what is there a basis of every religion? And then I happened to come across 4 more beautiful words in the Bible. Thy will be done. You are in the French part of Switzerland or German part of Switzerland?
French.
French. So what is it? Thy will be done. Obviously, the 4 words in the Bible. What does it say in French?
Que ta volonté soit faite.
There it is. Thy will be done. What do you understand by that, Annie? What do you understand by these 4 words? Thy will be done.
I can rest.
I'm sorry?
I can rest.
No, but what do they mean to you? What do they mean to you? Do they not mean nothing can happen unless it is God's will?
There is nothing to do. There is nothing to do.
But let me go step by step. I'm telling you the way I proceeded. So the basis of every religion, the Bible says, thy will be done. Meaning, nothing can happen unless it is the will of God. If that is so, then whatever state the world is in now, whatever state my family is in now, is so because that is the will of God. Isn't that clear? Nothing can happen unless it is the will of God. Therefore, whatever state this world has been ever, however bad, however good, is strictly the way, precisely the way it is supposed to be, according to the will of God. Which means the human being can do nothing about it. Isn't that right? And that is why every human being threw it out. Nothing you can do. Who would accept it? Therefore, the basis of every religion, the joke is, those who propagate the religion have also forgotten it. Why? Because every religion now, what is every religion today? Every religion today, what is the religion? A list of things to be done and a list of things not to be done. You must do this, that and that, and you must not do this and that. If you don't do what you do, you are committing a sin. If you do what you shouldn't do, you are committing a sin. Isn't that what religion has come down to? So religion has become a list of do's and list of don'ts. And religion and the list of one religion is not acceptable to another religion. That's why we have been having religious wars. But the fact is that there is a basis of every religion. Islam, I'm told, says the same thing. That is easy to accept. Both religions came from the same root. And Islam, I'm told, the literal meaning of the word Islam is surrender. And what does the human being have to surrender to God? The human being comes into the world with nothing and leaves with nothing. And yet, Islam means surrender. So what did the Muslim have to surrender to God? Except his sense of personal doership. This means acceptance, total acceptance, thy will be done, not my will. So that means accepting thy will be done means my surrendering my will. Islam means surrender. And the Hindu religion says the same thing much more powerfully. Hindu religion says, Bible says, thy will be done. Hindu religion says, thou art the doer and thou art the experiencer. The human being, I experience pleasure or I experience pain. Hindu religion says no. Thou art the God is the doer and God is the experiencer. What the result of the doing? Thou art the speaker and thou art the listener. This is what the Hindu religion tells me. Thou art the speaker, thou art the listener. And the answer is, it looks as if Ramesh speaks, John listens, or Annie speaks, Ramesh listens. But the Hindu religion says it appears like that. But it is not like that for a simple reason. If all three of us were in deep sleep or sedated into unconsciousness, none of us would be able to do anything, not even speaking and listening. Therefore, who does even the simple fact of speaking and listening? Consciousness does the speaking through one instrument. Consciousness does the listening through another instrument. Consciousness does the speaking through this instrument and listening through the other instrument. That is when I had my final concept, my own final concept, my own personal religion. And that is, everything in the world is happening according to God's will, cosmic law. How each happening affects whom? How each happening helps someone or hurts someone is again according to God's will, cosmic law. Through which person the happening happens, through me, you or Annie, which the society calls my action, your action or Annie's action, is also according to God's will, cosmic law. The human being is incapable of doing any deed. That was my religion. I repeat, everything in the world is a happening. How each happening affects whom, whether it helps someone or hurts someone, is also according to the cosmic law. Through which body-mind instrument, through which person the happening happens, which the society calls his or her action, is also according to God's will, cosmic law. The human being is incapable of doing any deed. What action is going to happen through me, I cannot know. And how the society considers my action. Whether my action hurts you or helps her, I can't know. That is also God's will, cosmic law. In other words, the human being is merely an instrument through which the source or God or consciousness or energy functions and brings about whatever is supposed to happen at that moment. Whether that hurts someone or helps someone is again according to the cosmic law. The human being is incapable of doing anything. For me, that became enlightenment. So I had my first answer. What is enlightenment? Enlightenment means the total acceptance of the fact that I cannot know what action is going to happen through me. I cannot know whether that action is going to help someone or hurt someone. And that action which happens to me, society considers my action, judges it as good or bad according to existing social regulations and legal provisions, decides it as a good act or a bad act, rewards me or punishes me. Reward means pleasure, punishment means pain in the moment. Therefore, the conclusion I came to is enlightenment means the total acceptance that I cannot know what action will happen through me. I cannot know whether my action will help someone or hurt someone. And yet I have to accept the verdict of the society and accept the pleasure and the pain. That is the conclusion. That is the fact. And that became my religion. And what was that? It meant everything happens according to God's will, thy will be done. And more important, the human being is incapable of doing any deed. Isn't that a stupid concept? But that is the conclusion I came to. And after that I said, it's up to me to find out. First, whether I am able to live my life based on that concept. And then to find out what will enlightenment do for me for the rest of my life that I didn't have before. My first question is answered. This is enlightenment. Second question, what will enlightenment do for me? I have to find out for myself. Which I did. And for the last 20 odd years, I have been able to accept this totally. I am not the doer of my action. You are not the doer of your action. Annie is not the doer. Nobody is the doer of any action. And for 20 years now, I have enjoyed the benefit of enlightenment. What is enlightenment? The total acceptance of the fact. I am not the doer of any actions. The other is not the doer of any actions. How my action affects whom and how the other's action affects whom, neither me nor the other has any control. Everything that happens, for better or worse, is according to a cosmic law. The human being is incapable of doing any deed. Remember, that is, I accepted that. So I became enlightened according to my own concept. This number. Second, what has that attitude, total acceptance that I am not the doer, has done for me for the last 20 years, which I accept as happiness? Isn't that the question?
But sometimes it seems like we have a choice. You can do this or this. And I have an example because near our house there will be houses that will be built, and we could make opposition, and we could not, and we did, but we had the appearance of choice.
Yes. So your question, logical and very deserved question is, if I am not the doer of my deeds, I am only an instrument through which God functions, how do I live my daily life? Isn't that the question? If I am not the doer of my deeds, everything happens through me. I am supposed to live my life in the circumstances in which I have been placed. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the question is, does the human being have free will? And there is a little book on that subject also. There are more than 30 books, and not one book was deliberately written as a book. I sat at a table and wrote a book. Every book came out because it was triggered by some happening. Personal religion of my own. Because I found what religion had done. 2, are you seeking enlightenment? Why? Because that was my problem. Another book on that. Does the human being have free will? Another book with that title. Does the human being have free will? And right on the front cover, below the title, does the human being have free will? I will in bracket, the answer will surprise you. The answer will surprise you. Because you know what the answer is? The answer is, unless every human being had the total free will to do whatever he or she wants in any given situation, daily living would not have happened. Therefore, God was forced to give every human being, from the time of Adam and Eve, total free will to do whatever anybody wanted. Fact. If nobody had the free will to do how would daily living have happened? I face a situation, you face a situation, and we just sit there. Therefore, daily living means every human being faces a situation. Facing a situation means every human being at any time and place had to decide what you just said. Had to decide, in these circumstances, in this situation, what do I do? Do I do this or do I do that?
Mm-hmm.
And that is what the human being has been doing for thousands of years. Even the caveman had this problem. The caveman wakes up in the morning, feels hungry. He wants to go out and get some food. And what does he find? A panther prowling about near the beginning of the cave. That's his situation. What do? I'm hungry. He had to decide one or the other. And he has decided. The caveman did decide one way or the other. Therefore, the fact remains, every human being does have, did have, does have and will continue to have total free will to do whatever he wants. Fact number one, every human being has always had the total free will to do whatever he wants in a given situation. Johnny, Annie and Ramesh, the psychopath and the criminal. Everybody has the total free will to do whatever he wants. Then daily living begins. But for daily living to begin, everyone has to have the total free will to do whatever he wants. So having done whatever I want, what has been the experience of every human being after that? At a given point of time, at any place, the human being has done whatever he felt like doing. After that, what is everybody's experience as daily living? Everybody experiences having done whatever I wanted to do. The result of my action has never been in my control. And what has been everybody's experience from time immemorial? Sometimes I've got what I wanted, sometimes I've not got what I wanted. And sometimes what I got was beyond expectation. Which of the three happens has never been in anyone's control. And thereafter what happens? Thereafter the funniest thing happens. I have done something, the result is beyond my control. Result is one of three things over which I have no control. And the society in which I live considers what has happened, one of those three things over which I have no control, as my action. Judges it as good or bad, rewards me or punishes me. Reward from the society means pleasure in the moment, punishment means pain in the moment. And that is daily living for thousands of years. Every human being does whatever he wants to, but he can never know whether what he has done will bring him pleasure or pain. He expects pleasure, gets pain. He expects pain, gets pleasure. That is daily living. To answer the question, the human being does have total free will. Fact number one, the human being has total free will. He has to. Fact number two, he has no control over the result of his action. Both are the basic facts of life, which according to me have not been given sufficient importance. Fact number one, I have total free will. Fact number two, I have never had any control over the results. Both are basic facts of life. Together, what does that mean? John, simple question. I have total free will to do whatever I want. The result of it has never been in my control. Experience is one of three things. Society considers that as my action results in pleasure or pain. I can never know which. So, fact number one, I do have free will. Fact number two, I have no control over the result. Both these facts together, what does it mean? Practical question. What do they mean to John? Only one thing. The human being does have total free will, but it is worthless in practical living. Isn't that simple? Is that not simple? It is a joke, isn't it? The human being does have total free. He has to, otherwise life won't happen. But it doesn't work in practice. That means my free will is worthless in practice. Then I said to myself, John, that is a fact. My free will is worthless in practice. Then I said to myself, let me find out if my free will has any value, at least in theory, though I have the satisfaction of knowing that at least in theory, my free will has, then I said, find out. What is the basis of my free will? To find out whether it has any value in theory, obvious question was, what is the basis of my free will? Took me a long time, not an easy question. Try it. What is the basis of my free will? Must be any number of factors involved, maybe 200 factors involved. So I have to go into it. Took me a long time, lot of misery. But finally, the conclusion that I arrived at flabbergasted me. I was astonished. The basis of my free will is not 100 factors, not even 50 factors, not even 10 factors, not even 3 factors. The basis of my free will, only 2 factors, my genes and my conditioning. I had no control over being born to particular parents, therefore I had no control over the genes in this human object. And more research brings out how powerful this factor of genes is. You already know. The disease cancer can be traced to a gene. So if someone has that gene, they know that he is susceptible to cancer. Similarly, Alzheimer's disease, which made the researchers say, everything has a gene. So we have to find out what the gene is. So a lot of money on research now goes to locate a particular gene for a particular disease. And the latest 2 things which